standing at the corner of Hartley and Stewart. You see how close the mountains are. Walking down Bath Street. Pretty scenery here. This building is the last example of a type of architecture used in early Australia. It was a living room kitchen with 2 bedrooms at the rear, and the wide veranda was used to sleep out on warm nights. We're looking at CRANA, the Council of Remote Area Nurses of Australia Incorporated. This is also known as the Rose House. It was constructed as a one-room home in 1940 or 1941, and then went through some extensive renovations. Rose and Mrs. Rose lived here until the 1970s. This is known as the Les Hansen House, built in 1942 by use for the Department of Civil Aviation. At the corner of Stewart and Bath. And across the street is the Reptile Center, and that's where we're going next. Here it is. This is a, what type of snake, Greg?
Mulga snake or king brown, that's also known as.
Oops. Very pretty.
This is the Woma python.
Where's he found?
Only areas where sandy soil can be found.
Interesting.
Desert, for
Rather
instance.
long. The black-headed python. Easy to see where he gets his name. He's a big one. We're looking at the most dangerous land snake in the world. It's an inland taipan. This bearded dragon is a handsome one. Hello. The Gidgee skink. He's posing. We're looking at Terry, the saltwater crocodile of Australia. Quite large.
Okay.
Terry came from Darwin. Almost a local boy.
Look.
He's moving.
You fellas waiting for something or what?
It's really patch of sunnies.
Yeah, they're all facing the same way and all looking.
Yeah.
Northern blue tongue. It's a skink. There's also a fossil room here at the Reptile Center. Shows types of fossils, has a trilobite display, amphibians. We're about to go into the National Pioneer Women's Hall of Fame, which is housed in the old jail.
And likewise with the old women's cell block. But this is the main National Pioneer Women's display in here at the moment.
The original female block. Originally the Aboriginal female block.
Yep.
Here we are in the inside, looking at one of the doors. The small opening. Not very big in here at all. And looking at the outside of the door with all the different locks and handles. There's the story of Ted and Bertha Strelow's honeymoon, which became a nightmare when she miscarried and had to be saved by some Aborigines. It's an amazing story. Here's Bertha at about 24. This is originally the kitchen and later extended to the kitchen and dining room for the men only. All right, since this is a tribute to Australian pioneer women, this is Natalie Harwood and Phoebe Farrar. Women breaking the mold, doing men's jobs, refusing to stay at home. Women were pioneers of aviation, pioneers in the sporting fields, in the medical profession, as well as many other areas. And here's Molly Clark, the founder of the National Women's Hall of Fame. We're looking at some of the Wearable Arts Award-winning costumes here in Alice Springs. It's all in the bag. And Feral Dilemma. Once this was a modern stove. I'm glad it's not now. Early irons. I know, I don't know what they are either. Early sewing machines. This is originally the female European block, later became the clinic. It's a staff-only building today. At ANZAC Hill, you can see the beautiful scenery. Just great views behind me. And we're going to go on up to the museum. ANZAC Hill is a memorial to the Australian-New Zealand Corps. So let's go up and check it out. Yeah, pretty spectacular. And there's Alice down there. The monument was originally built to remember those who fought in World War I. But they're also including Korea, Malaya, Borneo, and Vietnam. ANZAC Hill is also called Ungiatulia in the Aborigine language. It's a beautiful view here, and again it's commemorating the soldiers of the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, ANZAC, who were killed in World War I.